I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all like, oh my god, I can't believe he's finally against Mr. Beast. Listen, I'm still not fully against Mr. Beast. However, this show should not go on, all right? And everything I said in my previous video about that about Dog Pack 404, it still stands, but this is confirmed through multiple sources, through multiple interviews of actual contestants there. Like there was actual thorough research done. All right. You have multiple YouTube channels, you have Philip DeFranco, and you have so and so, but then you also have major outlets as well that also interviewed these people. And that's what I like to see. I don't like to see videos chopped together in such a way in which to make an allegation stick. But this, I don't need an allegation for this. The Mr. B games, I'm saying it, they should be canceled. Like just take it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. You tried it. You tried it. It's cool. Just don't do it. Don't finish. Don't finish. I feel bad for the competitors that are already there, but no, just cancel it. So listen, the contestants decry treatment on set of Mr. Beast competition series. So listen, here's also what I have to say about this. All right, here's also what I fully got to say. Um, Not hiring union workers makes you look bad. It makes you look like you have something bad going on. All right. I watched another video before I even read this article, and um they tried not to hire union workers. It was a real thing. But they couldn't find enough non-union workers to work on the project, so then they had to hire union workers because they were trying to cut corners and save on cost. But it wasn't gonna happen. Anyway, and especially get the level of expertise you need to actually make a show happen for Prime Video. So listen, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let me maximize this. All right, minimize myself, maximize the words. All right, so listen. As controversies accumulate, YouTube star MrBeast, a new report has contestants of his upcoming Prime Video reality competition, Mr. Or Beast Games, blowing the whistle on their treatment on set. In a press release this March, Amazon MGM said, it's set to become, with Mr. Beast, is set to become the biggest reality competition series with 1,000 contestants competing for a $5 million cash prize, which will be the single prize, biggest prize in streaming and television history. But contestants who spoke anonymously due to non-disclosure agreements told New York Times that they were misled and mistreated while a shot at the $5 million prize. And listen, when they say mistreated, it was bad. Like they weren't even given like all the meals they should have. Folks couldn't get their own underwear. Like, how could I not get my underwear? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why do I not have my underwear? Like, give me my underwear at minimum, at least, at least give me my underwear. For starters, several contestants said the intake process involved answering questions about whether they would be willing to be buried alive or travel to outer space. They also had to sign a contract acknowledging that activity on the show may cause death, illness, or serious bodily injury, including but not limited to exhaustion, dehydration, overexertion, burns, and heat stroke. The language, da 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 da, like that's standard. Like, um, the Times said that's standard to other reality TV show contracts. I'm here to tell you, that's standard. That's standard. That's standard. That's not. That's a liability for them. They just don't want to be held liable. That's it. That's it. That's all. They don't want you to be swinging from the monkey bars, fall, break your neck, and then want to sue them. Maybe you should have held onto the monkey bars tighter. Anyway, contestants also said they didn't receive adequate food. That's what I told y'all, and weren't warned how little food they get or how infrequently they eat. In some reporting, they received food they were allergic to or medical care. Oh my god. Or or medical care, with some saying they received necessary medications hours or even days late. One contestant recalls seeing others leaving the arena on stretchers while contestants were vomiting and apparently passing out during the competition. The Times reports that there were several hospitalizations during the shoot. In other allegations, Beast Game Filming's contestants said they were misled about their chances of winning since 2,000 people were invited to the competition, yelled and cursed at by staff members, left waiting for hours or even days for clean underwear, and deprived of the $1,000 consolation prizes they were given on camera. Okay, so listen, here's the thing. They were handing people $1,000 cash to take a picture with it, but then they were taking it back, right? And then they were gonna pay you through like better means later. Which I mean, just so here's the thing. Here's the thing. And here's why. Here's why they take the cash back and then they pay you separately, right? That's just follow me here, follow me here. They do that because if you get the cash, you could say you were shortchanged. You could say you didn't get it. Versus if I electronically wire you the money, you can't say I never sent it to you because it's in your bank account and it can be confirmed. The wire can be confirmed. The receipt is there. The Zelle is there. You can't lie about it, which is why I get why they did it. Him misleading them about the 2,000 people. And this is what has been alluded to by other individuals and somebody else that was a contestant that was there, that Philip DeFranco interviewed, that they part of it was shot for YouTube. So the 2,000 people video, excuse me, it's gonna be shot. It's gonna be put on YouTube. But the the 1,000 people competition, it's gonna be on Prime. So basically, he wanted to do something to whittle down the people to a certain set of people. Um, them not getting their medication on time, that's flagrant, that's foul, that should never happen. Okay, that should never happen. Those individuals should be able to have their medication on them. You should make an exception. You should just make an exception for their medication. Just make an exception. Make an exception to let people carry their medication on them. All right. People not getting freaking water. Somebody said one of the meals was like a small bowl of oatmeal, a boiled egg, and raw vegetables. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Um, and then that's crazy. That's minimal. And some people say they only got 2 meals a day instead of three. Look, you got to feed these people. All right, you got to feed these people. If you're gonna have them on set all day, you got to feed these people. That's just it, plain and simple. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. That's why he didn't want union workers. He also is fighting to not pay people's benefits. Um, man, this makes him look bad. This is so bad. Uh, fuck. And again, this is all alleged. This is all alleged from the contestants. This is all alleged. I mean, and even MrBeast team, they came out and put out a statement saying that they did have some hiccups in the production process. The contestant was saying like, yeah, food was messed up that first day, but they got it right the rest of the days. Oh, the water was like what there wasn't enough water, but then they had enough water the rest of the days. Because I don't think they accounted for having 2,000 people. I don't think they got the correct water number you're gonna need for 2,000 people, especially when you have 2,000 people ripping and running around doing physical activities. They're gonna consume more water. Um, they also didn't have like Gatorade and all that on hand at first, and then now they have that together. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a lot of first time blues, first time blues, but people getting food they're allergic to should not happen. I don't care if this is your first time or because if this is your first time, it's gonna be your last time if you kill them with their allergy. Like you gotta have if you ask people for vegan options or whatever options that you do, you have to honor it. You have to honor it. You have to. You have to, and you have to plan accordingly. Matter of fact, it would have been better, and I know he probably didn't want to do it. It would have been better if he outsourced the meal part, and then that person that outsourcing the meals gets them advertising. So whether like whoever's providing the meals, you're in Vegas shooting this, by the way. Like just outsource it to somebody. For real, just outsource this. Then you know the food is going to be taken care of. Then since you've outsourced that, then your team can really just focus on getting people their underwear, and then you can have focus on getting adequate medical staff, so people can avoid those medical mishaps with their prescriptions and all that. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the then in a challenge involving 5 teams of 400 pulling 10,000-pound weights. One contestant remember hyperventilating, and another said she feared being trampled. Okay. Um 5 teams of 400 people pulling 10,000-pound weights. So was this like a big sled or something? And I can get how you can feel like you're being trampled because like everybody's trying to move, everybody trying to like drag their thing the best. I don't know how you do that. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to drag it. I don't know. I don't know. And you had to pull it? Man, that's very physical. Um we signed up for the show, but we didn't sign up for not being fed, watered, or treated like human beings, one contestant. And I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You have to treat these people like they're human beings. If somebody comes up to you, like there was a woman, she said her experience was, and I quote, this is what she said. She said she needed her pads. She needed her period because she was on a period. She was in the same bloody draws for 2 days, running around doing all these activities in the same bloody draws. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. And are you letting these people shower? Like what's going on? Like what is the point of this show? What is the point of this to get them $5 million? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's what I want to know. Anywho, 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 next. Another said we were treated horribly. They took on this challenge of 2,000 competitors. They should have known they needed an enormous crew to handle this correctly. Exactly. That's what I just said earlier. All right. In a text message to the Times, a person for Donaldson, which is Mr. Beast, said the Beast Game shoot was unfortunately complicated by the CrowdStrike incident. Okay, extreme weather and other unexpected logistical and communication issues, and that Mr. Beast had started a formal review and had taken steps to ensure that we learn from the experience. The Time reports recent controversies covered by the newspaper around Mr. Beast. This report follows a recent controversies previously around the past use of what he called inappropriate language and the allegations that he manipulated his contests and videos. Okay, the allegations of manipulated contests in his videos, that there's nothing hard. There's no hard proof for that. Just, and that's another video for another time. I already addressed it in a different video, but partially. But I don't want to. I can't believe that information that's being presented because it's not enough. But and then he did apologize for the inappropriate language a long time ago. And he's apologized since then when it came back up another time. And it is what it is. I'm not tripping on him too hard about that. Right. However, um, I want to go back up to this paragraph up here where it says the CrowdStrike incident. So yeah, I guess when they were filming back when the CrowdStrike thing happened, and hey, people end up getting stuck. Wherever you was at, you was at. That's it. Extreme weather. Because I was supposed to go to Vegas, which is ironic. Extreme weather. So yeah, there was a lot of storms going on then too. Like it was weird. It was a weird thing. Or like even if it wasn't storms, like there was extreme heat as well. And unexpected like, and it's their first time doing it, right? But I'm still gonna say this, man. Call the shit off. Call the shit off. I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm gonna keep it a band. Where's Jimmy's face at? Jimmy, 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 look, you do a lot of good things for the community and for the world at large. So I ain't too mad at you, but at the same time, you got to be responsible. Okay. And I don't think if this is how it's going and it's continuing to go, if it continues to go this way, you should just call it off for now. Call it off, reconvene, reconvene, and make it work when it's supposed to work. Don't do it right now. But if y'all have fixed all those issues, great. But give people they damn draws. That's all I gotta say. Like somebody said, they're sleeping in sleeping bags on the ground. I'm like, okay, it's a $5 million challenge. I'll sleep on the ground in a sleeping bag. Like that's not that big of a deal. But people are not getting adequate uh access to water. That's a no bueno. Um, People are complaining that they're back home now and they still ain't seen the money. Jimmy, pay up. Um, I'm trying to think what else is going on. What else they said was going on with this? I think that was it from the other videos. I think that was it because they covered most of the points in this article here. But I just like Jimmy, y'all got to do better, bro. And y'all got to do better. That's just the end of the story. And y'all probably have all that crazy stuff going on with, you already have the Chris Tyson stuff and the minors and all that stuff like going on, and then you have all this extra stuff. So like you need what everything else you're touching to just exude excellence, to exude that you know what you're doing, and you're young, your team is young. Bring some older expertise in. You see how I quickly pointed out how your food problem could have been solved by getting someone that wants to sponsor and be advertised instead of spending ad dollars. They just provide effing food. Bingo. Done. 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 Competitors are doing good. And your situation is solved because they're bringing in the food. They're food people. Okay, they know how to cater to 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? They know how to do it because that's what they do. They do food. You are an entertainer, sir. Focus on doing entertainment. Outsource everything else, bro. Just spend a little bread. Spend a little bread. I know you're getting paid. You're getting big money. Jimmy, don't be cheap. Don't cut corners. Spend the bread. Spend the bread because it's costing you on the back end all this publicity. And if you can't do that, cancel the damn games. Anyway, I'm up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. Subscribe if you like my video. I know it's a lot better than the first one I did about MrBeast because y'all are still coming in and staying on my ass because I disagree with you.